All righty, let's go ahead on and get started. I know y'all are taking some amazing pictures. If you could go ahead on and take your seat, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, come on in, take a seat. Thank you so very much. I want to say welcome to everybody, and we're going to get started with the presentation of colors by Heights High School Color Guard, led by Cadet Second Lieutenant Mario Rivas. If you'll please stand. Thank you very much. We will get started. So, let the festives begin. I want to bring to the stage our Executive Director of Career Readiness for Houston Independent School District, Ms. Veronica Estrada, to kick us off.
Good morning, everyone, and greetings to our 6th annual Career and Military Signing Day. Thank you, first of all, to industry partners, our military sectors. Thank you to parents, and thank you for our students for being resilient and getting to the end of their high school career. So before I hand it over, one thing I do want to say is thank you, parents. Thank you for supporting and guiding our students, our children, to getting to this point in their life. I want to thank you for always guiding them and supporting them and being by their side. And students, and I call you our children, thank you for being so resilient. Thank you for going above and beyond and getting to this point in high school and achieving many accomplishments in high school. The one thing I do want to leave with our students is one, always be the best that you can be, and always do the best that you can be. And even with the challenges that come after graduation, always know that it is you that determines your future and your success. So thank you for everyone being here. And I'm going to hand it over to Dr. McGee.
Good morning. Good morning. On behalf of the Superintendent F. Mike Miles and the JRTC department, I'd like to welcome you all the military partners and our centers of influence here to recognize some outstanding and well-deserving students. This is an event that has grown every year, and the genesis behind this was the sports in athletics should not have all the glamour associated with recognizing outstanding scholars going on to civilian careers and military careers. Hence this event, and hence the size of this event and the importance of this event. And I'd like to thank you all for being here, especially our young people who have taken a step to further their careers by joining the United States military in all its different military branches. So thank you. And again, I welcome my brothers and sisters in arms, and let's go forward and keep doing good things. Thank you.
Okay. Give me the grace to make some adjustments in real time. I want to go ahead on and do my special recognitions first. I know it says lunch, and I know you're hungry, but I want to go ahead on and do my special recognitions really, really quick because I think it's very important. Okay, I think it's very important for partnership. Nothing that we're able to do here in the district is possible without partnership. And so these two that I'm getting ready to call up are amazing partners for our district, for our programs, the study that we offer, and the things that our kids are able to be exposed to is because of what they do. So they don't know this, but can I get a representative, because Danny, I see you in the back, Molly, or Danny, you can come on up here, and Molly, one of y'all come up to the stage for me, please. Miss Will Turner, come up to the stage for me, please, ma'am. I just need you to take it out of the box so we can hand it to him. I need representation from Merrick Construction. Where are you, Merrick? Is Merrick not here yet? Oh, you're coming from the back? And then Mr. Arthur, are you here? Mr. Emily? He coming? Okay, come on up on the stage for me. Come on up, Merrick. So, the programs that they offer, you can go on the other end. Thank you so much. The programs that they offer and how they partner with us make it possible for our kids to go directly into the workforce. TWPS, which is Texas Health and Human Services, have been partnering with us for 4 years. You can come on up, Merrick. Have been partnering with us for 4 years. They have guaranteed jobs set aside just for our students who successfully complete the program in 1 year. That means those students graduate making $40,000 plus. Is that where I am? Okay. 40,000, upwards of 40,000, working in one of the service areas here in the greater Houston area. And so we are a pilot program for this, and this is 4 years strong. Miss Will Turner has piloted this. She's been at the ground floor, and I wanted to give her flowers now and say thank you for doing all of this. So thank you, Miss Will Turner. Thank you, Texas Health and Human Services, for all that you do. I appreciate it. You got the one for them? You gave them theirs too? Oh, no. Texas Health and Human Services? What that was saying? Then give me the one for the, that's, give me the other one. Down on the end. This is Shirley. Pass that down, Shirley. That ain't yours. This is yours. There you go. And then Merrick Constructions. I guess I should have told the team I was doing a surprise, huh? That might have made this flow just a little bit better. But thank you so much. So Merit Construction, they go above and beyond. They partner with two of our campuses right now, Milby and Austin. They do an amazing job to make sure that students can enter into the workforce. So I'm doing this just to let you know what the possibilities are, not just for the students, but even the companies out here or the organizations. If you want to partner with us and give these students an opportunity, I thank each one of you. I'm grateful for your partnership, and thank you for being with us. Let's get a picture real quick. Okay, thank you. So with that being said, serving lines, are we ready? Give me a thumbs up, let me know something. Okay, I appreciate it. Both sides good to go? So we're gonna do this when, in Bel Air, you'll give us some little get up and go music. I'm gonna start with the front tables. So the four tables on the front row to my right, you can go to this serving line. Four tables on the front row to my left, you can go head on. Please stay seated until I call the rows. The next rows will be the back rows. So this one, the first four, unless y'all not hungry today. And thank Northside High School for providing the nourishment. This is our culinary program. And we're going to thank Bel Air High School for giving us the music for today. Thank you, Bel Air. Thank you, Northside. So again, the first four to my left, the first four to my right, you go to this serving line, and then the left go to the left serving line. So we'll have about a 25-minute gap, and then we'll get started with the program. So this is a good time you can go ahead and start playing. A little networking as well. And feel free to take pictures right now. We have about a 25-minute allotment for lunch, so you could take pictures, do that kind of thing that you need to. Our hashtag for this year, if you're tagging us, is going to be CMSD 2024. That's our hashtag, CMSD 2024. Tables on my left side, the back four tables on my left, you can go ahead on and get up to eat. Back four tables on my left, you can go ahead on and get up to eat. If you're at the back row on my left, you can go. If you have not gotten in line yet, please do so. So if you have not eaten, please do so now. And let me give a little bit of context before we get started with the program. We will have a slideshow that shows the lineup of how the students will be called up to the stage. If you are a campus leadership, either you brought the students or you are the CT administrator or the campus leadership, please pay attention to the slideshow. That will indicate to you that you need to be mounting the stage. Business partners and organizations will come on the stage to my right. Students are to my left. So campuses, when you see your students lining up, that is an indication that you need to be over here to my right, getting ready to come on stage. Campuses are the two X's to my right. Business partners, military partners are the two X's to my left. Students are the X in the center. I hope you are enjoying the amazing lunch prepared by Northside High School and enjoy the lovely music by our very own Bel Air High School. So we're gonna get ready to transition in about 2 minutes. All righty. Let's go ahead and get started. You can continue eating if you still haven't eaten yet. Please help yourself. Again, we have water on both sides of the stage. Help yourself. So we will begin our program with our first guest speaker. I had the pleasure of meeting Lieutenant Colonel Sanchez when she was sworn in, and to take this post in command. And so I've had, turn the music down for me, please. We're getting ready to get started. And so I've had the pleasure of working with several in her position, or her post rather, over the years to make sure we had a successful career military signing day. We didn't want it to be one-sided where we just focus simply on the careers as though we exclude the careers that are in the military. And so we try to make sure we have a balance with having someone from industry as someone from the military to be able to provide those opportunities or to empower the students as they come up. So I want to introduce Lieutenant Colonel Sanchez. She has an exhaustive bio, but I won't read all of it, Lieutenant Colonel Sanchez. But just so that you know, she hails from originally from the Philippines onto Florida in pursuing her commission in 2004. So Lieutenant Colonel Sanchez has been a military police, and she's led service members, civilians, and contractors from across the joint services at the platoon through geographic combat command levels. And so I can go on. She's been deployed to Baghdad, Iraq as a company executive. She's been in Afghanistan. So that means she has some knowledge, she has some expertise, and she has something to share with you as you get ready to start your service time, as you get ready to start the next chapter of your life. So please join me in welcoming Lieutenant Colonel Sanchez to the stage.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dana. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, parents, educators, veterans, and Houston ISD Class of 2024, thank you for inviting me today. I am deeply honored to share in today's events and represent your United States Army. Texas is a great place to live, and I was blessed to come full circle after having an opportunity to serve Fort Cavazos nearly 20 years ago. Thank you so much for your hospitality. So when I graduated high school in 2000, signing day was reserved for athletes. So Houston ISD, thank you for celebrating our young people who have chosen a career or military path. Also, happy belated Mother's Day to all mothers in the room. Go ahead, give them applause. Without a doubt, raising a child or a few, and maybe even your husband, is a full-time job on its own. And many of you tirelessly balance that with a full-time career, so thank you for all that you do. Okay, Class of 2024. You should be proud of all the accomplishments this year and throughout your academic career thus far, because these years will be some of the most pivotal years of your lives that will shape you as you and who you will become in the future. These older teenage years will be full of challenges, major decisions, some awkwardness as you navigate growing from a kid into adulthood, and a whole lot of pressure. But I promise that it's not all doom and gloom. These years, you'll also make lifelong friends, memories, and learn lessons that will last a lifetime. So having sat through many of these speeches before, I feel obligated to insert a thoughtful quote from an old dead guy. Only mine isn't a guy, it's Helen Keller. Born with hearing and sight disabilities, the world thought she was dumb and hopeless. But with hard work and resiliency, she achieved greatness and left an indelible mark on the world. Some of my most favorite quotes from this resilient and thoughtful leader come to mind as you prepare to embark on your journeys into independent, contributing members of society. She said, "Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved." Don't get me wrong, I don't wish suffering on you, but the road ahead is not always going to be smooth. You will make mistakes, but our own mistakes are often our greatest teachers. Ms. Keller also said, "Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all." And this is why I'm thrilled to be here today, witnessing you young people choose to enter into a career or military service. You chose the road less followed. That's Robert Frost for the dead guy quote for you, okay? So growing up in a Filipino family, my parents were all about education. When I tried to enlist at age 17, they refused to sign my paperwork, forcing me to go to college instead. I was so angry and rebellious as a teenager that my mom had to fill out all of my college applications because I just refused to. So unbeknownst to them, I later met my recruiter at a college career fair, and then I was 18, so I enlisted. Oh boy, were they mad. But in the end, we were all glad I did because the Army paid my way through college after I lost both of my academic scholarships from partying way too much and studying way too little. The Army later paid for several higher degrees and a lifetime of adventure, so they're okay now. So in my story, I hope that you see that life doesn't always turn out how you think it will or how your parents think it will. Class of 24, your parents, coaches, teachers, and other adults can only guide you. You will ultimately choose your own destiny. Our world is full of uncertainty and turmoil, but the fact that you've chosen a career and military path is a shining light of hope for our future. With my military and personal travels having taken me to 37 different countries, I can still say that none are as great as the United States of America. What made us so great was this melting pot of citizens contributing different ideas, upholding values, diligently working hard to continue to improve, and those who chose to defend our freedoms. So class of 24, I congratulate you on your career and military signing day today. We need future leaders in our communities and in uniform as stewards of our future to continue having a United States that stands for freedom and opportunities. The last thing I'll leave you with is whichever path you chose or ultimately end up on, be the absolute best you can be in it. Be kind to others and to yourselves. Work hard and laugh even harder. In the words of our famous bridge graffiti, be someone, be all you can be. God bless.
A round of applause for me. I'm sorry for the delay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so now I have the pleasure of bringing to the stage Attorney Daniel Rodriguez. He is the Director of Talent for Harris County Precinct 4. Daniel is actually a native Houstonian and a product of HISD. He also has a background in the military, Marine Corps for 5 years. He worked at Schlumberger, primarily in the operations in the Gulf of Mexico, Korea, Brazil, and Trinidad. And so I want you to get your hands together and welcome Attorney Daniel Rodriguez to the stage.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it. As she mentioned, my name is Daniel Rodriguez. I work for Harris County Commissioner Precinct 4. Actually, this building sits in Harris County Precinct 4. And if you weren't aware, right, just because even though I'm a native Houstonian, these are things that I'm learning as I joined the county, we are the third largest county in the United States. The only two that are larger than us are LA County and Cook County, which is Chicago. And if you just take the population of Harris County, we are larger than 26 states in the U.S. So as I talk a little bit about the business outlook and what it means to you, just kind of keep that in mind. But as they shared, I was born and raised here in Houston, right? I grew up on the north side, and I had the opportunity to attend Hamilton Middle School, which is in the Heights. And then I kept on making my way south to Lamar High School, and that was an amazing opportunity for me because it got me out of my neighborhood, right? And I got to experience and learn that I could do certain things. After college, I did join the Marine Corps, primarily stationed out of Camp Pendleton, and I always tell people, thanks to our great military, I got 2 all-expense-paid trips to Iraq. After I separated from the military, I went into the business sector, and I think this is the part that I'm going to talk a little bit more about of what's it like separating either from the military or, in your case, going straight into a career and what that means for you and how you could take advantage of the opportunities. I worked at Schlumberger for 10 years. My last position was as Vice President of Operations for the Eastern U.S. And then when Commissioner Briones was elected in January of 2023, right, she asked me to come on board on her leadership staff, and I said, definitely, let's make this happen, and this is my opportunity to give back to the home that I love so much. So what I'm going to do right now for you is give you a little bit of an economic outlook, right? What are some things that we're seeing right now in the workforce? Then I'm going to talk about what does that mean for you? For every single person that's going into a career or in the military, how does that apply to you and how does that benefit you? And then I'm going to close it off with just some general advice from observations I've had from my career. So one of the first things is there is a talent scarcity right now. In the United States, our labor shortage sits at 75%. What that means is 3 out of 4 employers are unable to fill the positions that they have posted. And some of the key industries, right, that are seeing this the most is our medical field, our skilled trades, engineering and architecture, and high-skilled techs like health, telecom, the oil and gas industry. In addition to a talent scarcity, which we're also seeing is a skills scarcity. So it's not enough that we don't have people qualified in certain skills, in certain technical skills. They also lack some soft skills. And what are some of those soft skills? Reliability, creativity, problem solving, adaptability. And then another thing that we've seen over the years is that there has been a significant shift in the market towards focusing on skills versus the acquisition of degrees. I remember when I was going into the workforce, if you didn't have a bachelor's, don't even try applying. But in the most recent study, what we've seen is 14.5% of employers, only 14.5% of employers listed a degree as a requirement to get a job. And I'll tell you in interviews that we have day in and day out, we focus on what are the experiences that you have? What are the skills that you bring to the table? Can you share with me a time that you did this and actually solved this type of problem? And so I share those 3 sort of items in terms of the outlook of the workforce, and what does that mean for each and every one of you? And I'm going to go backwards, right? First, starting with the shift to skills. If there's a shift to skills, well, those can be gained in various areas. You don't need to go to college to gain those skills. Most of them can be gained on the job, through volunteer work, through assignments. You also can gain those, right, by working with amazing partners that we have here today, like Walgreens, Merrick, and the military. These are all things that you can do right now to gain those skills that make you marketable in the industry. The other thing is when we talk about soft skills that are in demand, I had mentioned things like reliability, creativity, critical thinking, problem solving. I'm going to be very frank with each and every one of you right now. The basics aren't so basic anymore. And I'll tell you, I talk to employers day in and day out that people fail to do the basics. And if you just, and I'll say that the bar has been set so low that if you can just do these basic things, you are going to be more marketable than anybody else out there. And you're saying, Daniel, what are the basics? Show up on time. In the military, we used to say, if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And if you're late, stand by. It is amazing to this day how many people that I interact with that are managers, that are directors, that can't show up to a meeting on time. If you're applying for a job, if you get a job and you consistently show up early to work, you are going to outperform your peers. And you're going to set yourself up for success to advance. What's another basic? Looking professional. Caring about how you look and carrying yourself. And I say this time and time again. It irks me to no end when I see people show up with wrinkled shirts and wrinkled pants. And I'll tell you, my dad was a construction worker. Every day he was out in the Houston heat. But you know how he left the house? He left with a pressed shirt, press jeans. I remember my brother when he used to go to high school. He would spend a whole hour and a half because at the time, putting Stay-Flo on your jeans and basically they could stand up all on their own was the thing. But he made sure that every day he went to school, he looked professional. And then the other thing is initiative. You don't wait to be told to do something. You see something wrong, you do it. You fix it. And then you just tell your boss, what else do you need? So I mentioned these three basic things. Well, guess what? Where can you practice and really learn those skills? Definitely the military. Because if you don't practice them, they're going to fix them for you. And as you're going into a workforce, you have the opportunity to stand out to practice those basic items. And then the third thing, when I talk about talent scarcity, each and every one of you are going into high demand fields right now. And if you just look at a basic supply and demand curve, when the supply is low and the demand is high, what does that mean? The price that you have to pay for that is higher. So each and every one of you in the decisions that you've made today, either going directly into a career or into the military, you've definitely set yourself up for success. So now I'm just going to give you some general career advice that I found has been super helpful to me that you can leverage, use it for what you want. So the first thing I would tell you is be proud of who you are. It's going to take you some time to realize that, but I'm going to give you the advice, right, so that you can think about it when you're in these situations. And what I mean by that is, I can still remember going to middle school, being dropped off in a Dodge Ram Charger that was all beaten up, and I would tell my parents, drop me off 3 blocks away from the school so that nobody sees what we drive in. And I remember my dad, when he found out from my mom that I said that, he's like, do you know what that truck provides? That puts food on your table. Do you know what that beaten up truck provides? Gives you an opportunity to live somewhere. So if you're not going to be proud of what we have, then don't worry about staying here or us taking you to school. I changed my mindset pretty quickly, right? The other thing is, I'll tell you, growing up, I was always ashamed of the fact that my parents couldn't communicate with my teachers. My parents never went to school. And it's not because they didn't care about education, it's because they couldn't talk to them, right? So I was constantly the translator for them. But then I realized that that experience actually taught me something pretty amazing. I had to grow up quickly. And I still remember to this day learning how to advocate for myself because of those experiences. And so I always remind people of be proud of your background. Be proud of the things that you had to overcome to get to where you are today. They make you the individual that you are, and lean into those experiences because that's what's going to carry you through to success. The second general piece of advice that I would give you is failures are learning opportunities. You are going to fail. What will separate you is what you do after that failure. And I'll give you a perfect example that I had early on, and this is actually in high school. So I went to Lamar, and I was placed in the International Baccalaureate program. The first week of school, they make you take exams to kind of see where you are in your placement. I bombed every single one of those exams. I wasn't ready for the academic rigor of Lamar High School. And I remember Mr. Phillips, God rest his soul, called my house and said, I picked up the phone and he's like, I'd like to speak with your parents. Well, my parents, one, weren't home and they don't speak English. So I lied and I said, hey, Mr. Phillips, my mom's here. She doesn't speak English, so I'll have to translate. And I remember going through one of the most embarrassing situations in my life. I'm talking to a wall, translating Mr. Phillips, and he was being so kind. He was saying, hey, I think the academic rigor, the challenges are going to be too much for Daniel. I recommend that we drop him down out of these classes, go to these regular classes, right? He was being kind and gentle, but all I heard is, Daniel's a dummy, right? And so I remember being so embarrassed that I go to this school. I thought I was great, and in 1 week was told, no, you're not. You need to go back to regular classes and catch up. Now, if I would have just left it at that, and let that failure define me, well, then who knows what would have happened. But I remember saying, okay, this is where I'm at now. What do I have to do? Fast forward 3 years later, not only did I graduate with an International Baccalaureate diploma, not only did I go back to his Biology 2 class and ace it and him say, wow, Daniel, I can't believe you made this turnaround, but was top 7%. I even beat my wife, right? We were competing, we were in the same high school, right? I ended up outperforming her. So that actually set up a trend for me. And I learned from that experience that every time I show up, I'm never going to be number one. I might even be towards the end of the pack. But I am going to outwork every other person to get to the top spot. And so if you adopt that mindset that when you fail, maybe the first test exam that you take or certification, it doesn't go well, hey, that's a learning opportunity. What am I going to do differently? How can I apply myself? How can I learn? How can I succeed? Because at the end of the day, it's up to you. The other third thing is general advice. You need to learn to sell. I don't care what industry you go into. This is a skill that you need to practice and develop. It's a hard skill because it forces you to get out of yourself, introduce yourself, tell people who you are, what do you bring to the table. But if you can hone that skill, you will outperform your peers. Because guess what? You have to sell yourself at an interview. You have to sell yourself for a promotion. And if you're an employee of someone else, you have to sell the company as their ambassador. And the reason why I say selling is so important, that if you ever get to a point, especially those that are going into skilled trades, that you're tired of working for someone else, that you think you can do better, well, if you know how to sell, you can go and start your own business, build that book, and find yourself as a successful millionaire. But you have to build that skill of selling. And then the last one is a little bit more on the personal basis, but because I've managed so many employees, I've helped them in their careers, I actually have found this to be one of the most important things that you can do. And that's, you really need to be selective in the partner that you choose in your life. Because you will find they have more of an effect on your success than anyone else. I was lucky in that I met my wife in high school, freshman year. We started dating senior year. Long distance relationship in college for 4 years. Multiple deployments in Iraq. She was there. When I got out of the military, she was there to support me. She was the one that pushed me to go to law school. She's the one that if we go to an event, she is hyping me up to everybody else. Daniel's this, Daniel's that. When I feel afraid, and guess what? You will be afraid at times. Afraid that you can't do it. Afraid that you can't succeed. Afraid that you're not enough. You need someone talking life into you, telling you, no, you can't. And when we had our daughter, even though my wife is a medical professional, a doctor, she chose to stay at home to raise Isabella so that I could focus on my career. If I would have known what I know today, right, that the best decision that I made was not going into the Marine Corps, was not becoming a lawyer, was not having a successful career at Schlumberger, that the best decision that led me to all of those was the partner that I chose in my life. So be selective in who you choose in your life. Make sure that there's someone who loves you, who is helping you, and that they build you up to achieve your greatest potential. So if I had to recap, congratulations to everyone here. For those going to serve in our military, thank you. This is what funds and continues to channel, right, this democracy that we call the United States. It's because of people like you who raise their hand that says, here am I, send me. Thank you for that sacrifice. For everyone else that's going directly into the profession, the opportunities abound. And I've always said, if you can't succeed in the United States, I'm sorry, it's on you. And you have significant opportunities because you're going into great fields. Take advantage of those opportunities. Go on and do great things for Houston and Harris County. Thank you very much.
All right, give Daniel one more round of applause for me, won't you? Thank you so very much. Students, I hope you have some takeaways as you begin your journey. It was great information that was provided. It was some insight. It was some aha moments, so that as you begin this next phase of your life, you're successful in whatever your endeavors are going to be. So now, for the hour that you have come, it is time to commence our activities. We're going to start with the career students. We're going to get through them. The next section will be our scholarship recipients, and then we'll close out with the military. So with that being said, give me a cue, Marilyn, and let me know the monitors are good to go. We're good? Okay. All righty. I'm ready. That's y'all cue. There you go. Come on. So have it open and ready to go. Huh? They're going to give me the name, yeah. They're giving it to me, so if have this. Okay. Please come on. You're representing. Y'all bear with us. We're going to work through the little difficulties. One student at a time mounts the stage. You get in the middle, business partner here, campus here. So now they the prototype for y'all. Students in the center X. Company, military, on the X is over here. Campus, over here. We good? One student at a time mounts the stage. We got it? Certificates open when you come up to the stage. Fold them now. Thank you. All right. That's the teacher in me. With that being said, this is Mr. Ismael Gonzalez from Milby High School, and he's going to Chick Hut. Pictures. Are y'all on point ready? Because this is going to be quick, so let me say this. If you're taking pictures, those who are commissioned to take pictures, they're in our center. If you're doing any other pictures, you get one snap, and they're off the stage. All righty? Give me a thumbs up, Antoine, when y'all got a clean shot, and we're good to go. Thank you. Okay, you out the middle. You go that way, and the next student comes up. Now we rocking. Y'all got it? So the rest of y'all behind C. Thank you. Ada Diaz, Milby High School, Latin Bites Kitchen. Yeah, y'all can clap. Frank Crawford, Milby High School, Latin Bites Kitchen. Thank you, Latin Bites. Thank you, Milby High School. Next will be the City of Houston. Okay. Hold on one second. Let them know. Christopher Ayala Sterling High School, the City of Houston. Jacqueline Ramirez, Sterling High School, City of Houston. And then hold the certificate up for the Got it? Y'all can clap. Jose Ordonez, Sterling High School, City of Houston. Thank you, City of Houston. I need Sam Houston. Who's supporting Sam Houston? Okay, Sam Houston, now, this is a teachable moment. If you're from the campus, please track with me in real time. Come on up. That y'all are getting ready to come this side when you see your students coming. Come on. Janaya, Quila, Janea, thank you, Janea. Janaea is an entrepreneur, and she has her own salon, Lock with Nay. All right. So if you need your hair done, good to go. Thank you, ladies. So if you see your company on my screen, that means you should already be in motion. In motion. I don't see Merrick on my stage. Come on, team. Work with me today. Come on. Come on, Austin. Thank you. We have Brian Hertz from Austin High School. He's going with Merrick. Brian Rivas, Austin High School, Merrick. Juan Cabrera, Austin High School, Merrick. Javier Rivera, Ilby High School, Merrick. Y'all may need to tighten up some. Jose Villegas, Milby High School, Merrick. Sergio Ibarra, Milby High School, Merrick. Thank you, Merrick. Come on, Mike Calvert Toyota. I need Westbury and Mike Calvert Toyota on the stage. Wait till they get on the stage. I need Danny or somebody from your team, Health and Human Services. They need you over here to the stage. Okay. Eric De Los Santos, Westbury High School. Mike Calvert, Toyota. Joel Hernandez, Westbury High School. Mike Calvert, Toyota. Thank you. Mike Calvert Toyota, give him a hand. Westbury High School, Mr. Lau is always present in the moment, always has students who compete at a high level, so thank you, Mr. Lau. Sam Houston on deck. Sam Houston produces entrepreneurs. If you didn't know, these girls are making magic happen consistently. This is Miss Dynasty Silva, and she has Nails X by Dynasty. Congratulations on your entrepreneurship journey. Thank you. I need Sterling McCall. Wait till they get up here. Joshua Sullivan Brown, Sterling McCall Ford. Thank you, Sterling McCall Ford. Yeah, give them a round of applause. We have Texas Health and Human Services coming to the stage. Where Miss Will Turner? Oh, she's coming up. You finna help. Alexis Salinas, Sterling High School, Texas Health and Human Service Commission. Gabriel McDonald. Gabriel McDonald, Sterling High School, Texas Health and Human Services. Jemiah Thompson, Sterling High School, Texas Health and Human Services. Ronisha Duncan, Sterling High School, Texas Health and Human Services. Now we should have a good old rhythm right now. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Jasmine Pena. Oh, no, we need to switch up. Come on, time for UT Health. Thank you, Texas Health and Human Services. Wait. Miss Pena, one of y'all coming up? Or this is Milby. I'm sorry, not Miss Pena. I'm sorry. Got my Chavez mixed up. Jasmine Pena, Milby High School, UT Health. All righty. Okay, now we're starting Chavez. Okay, Walgreens can come up and Chavez can come on up. Allison Bustos, Chavez High School, Walgreens. Andrea Medina Esteta, Chavez High School, Walgreens. Armando Melendez, Chavez High School, Walgreens. Betsy Benitez, Chavez High School, Walgreens. Emily Martinez, Chavez High School, Walgreens. Indra Calzada, Chavez High School, Walgreens. Itzel Martinez, Chavez High School, Walgreens. Carla Espinoza, Chavez High School, Walgreens. Mariela Hernandez, Chavez High School, Walgreens. Michelle Garza, Chavez High School, Walgreens. Nydia Burnell, Chavez High School, Walgreens. Valerie Mora, Chavez High School, Walgreens. Yaneth Castaneda, Chavez High School, Walgreens. Thank you, Walgreens. Thank you, Chavez. Milby, you're coming up. All righty. Estrella, Estrella Hernandez, Milby High School, Walgreens. Yes, clap for this. This is a big deal. Farm Tech certifications, full-time employment. Jasmine Banda, Milby High School, Walgreens Pharmacy. Karen Lanus, Milby High School, Walgreens. Catalina Castillo, Walgreens. Jorge Martinez, Milby High School, Walgreens. Jose Campos, Milby High School, Walgreens Pharmacy. West Side representation. Come on. Noah Salazar Perez, West Side High School, Walgreens. Thank you for, we have some more? Oh, thank you for all of the careers. Now, before we get deep into the military, we're going to go with the scholarship recipients first. So that means I'm doing the swords first, and then we're going to do West Point. So please be on deck. We're doing swords recipients, and then we're doing West Point, and then we'll go in order with Air Force, Army, Marine, Navy, Texas Army, National Guard. And so if you have scholarship recipients in your branch, we'll receive them before all of the other enlistees come behind. So I'm starting off with Army Sword. The first on deck is going to be Bel Air. I have 3 from Bel Air. So that's the order that it should be from Bel Air. So if you're not in order yet, Antonio, Brittany, and Catherine, you're the first 3 on deck for Sword. Sword representation is coming. If I have Bel Air representation, please come forward. Yeah, technically you're. So let me let the Bel Air representation come up. Oh. We're ready? All right. Antonio Hernandez, Bel Air High School, U.S. Army Sword. Brittany Robles, Bel Air High School, U.S. Army Sword. Okay, that was interesting. So, no, the whole stairs. So, you might have to. Well, I need the stairs to be back, so we ain't getting no stairs no more. Okay, so they got to go the old-fashioned way. Okay. Well, see, we're glad we have the other stairs. So, I've been Ariana Scarborough High School, U.S. Army Sword. Uh-huh. So is Ronald? Okay, what's there? Hold on. You got some. Westbury, we have any representation? Let them get on the stage. Mm-hmm. It's still sort, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, y'all gonna make it work, huh? Come on. Ronald White, Westbury High School, U.S. Army Sword. Who's next? Who's next? Y'all got your certificate and you just went on up. You want to take a picture? One more picture for Ronald. Yeah, use the rail if you need to. Jasmine. So this is a. All righty, Sword. Thank you so very much. It's going to be West Point where you stand up major or you're going down. West Point next. It's y'all up to you all. Have any representation from Sam Houston? Oh, you're here? Okay. Wait a minute, Jasmine. Y'all good? Jasmine, Nava, Houston, Sam Houston, West Point Academy. So they put out an order. You can stay here. Thank you, thank you. So Driti Gupta, Westside High School, U.S. Army Sword. I think she's the what, national? And Yale recipient. So she's going on to Yale University. Angel Belinas, Scarborough High School, U.S. Army, West Point. Tell me when. Emmanuel Munoz, Scarborough High School, U.S. Army, West Point. Okay, Scarborough. Miguel Pena, Scarborough High School, U.S. Army, West Point. Who's next? Now we're at the U.S. Air Force. Are we through with West Point? Uh-uh. It's Air Force. We're at the top of the deck. That is it. Thank you for all of the West Point cadets that are going on. Thank you to all of the scholarship recipients. We still have other scholarships that are tied to branches, so they will be recognized when that branch comes up. So we're going to start off with the Air Force right now. So I need representation from the Air Force and Energy Institute. Representation from the Air Force and Energy Institute. Nick Brown, Energy Institute, U.S. Air Force. All right, thank you. It's West Side turn. Stay put. Haley Thompson, West Side High School, U.S. Air Force. Not National Guard, just Army. Andre is my first. Okay, Army. Army's first. Can I get some representation? I don't know if Lieutenant Colonel Sanchez is coming or who's coming to represent the Army. What's this? Andre, okay. What camp? And this is Heights High School. Okay, whichever where y'all mixing up. Andre Sadoa. Heights High School, U.S. Army. Thank you. No cards for okay. Hold on. Let me know. Thank you, Heights. Come on up, Sam Houston. Hold on, David. You don't have to do it. I'll read from the paper. I just need the transition to take place. Okay. So David Barajas, Sam Houston, United States Army. Thank you. Come on, Frank. Frank Baraja, Sam Houston, United States Army. We're good. Jade Rodriguez, Sam Houston High School, United States Army. Come on. Maria Lopez Monroe, Sam Houston High School, United States Army. We're good. Santiago Trinidad. Oh, wait a minute. No, let's switch out schools. Yeah, this Westbury. Oh, he is. But he's Westbury High School. Santiago Trinidad, Sam Houston High School, United States. No, this my apologies, Santiago Riviera, Sam Houston High School, United States Army. Scarborough coming up for me. You're right here. All right here, ready for me. Okay, come on up. For Sophia Garcia, Scarborough High School, United States Army. What, Sophia? Okay, I need Army to stay up for me. Do I have anybody from Yakes representation? If not, Miss Mason is here. She here? Front row in the green. Miss Mason, you coming up? We putting you on blast. If not, Colonel McGree, what is that? Okay, Joshua Allen from Jack Yakes High School, United States Army. Come on. Thank you, United States Army. Get ready for the Marines on deck. Marines are on deck. Marines on deck for me. So, can I get representation from Bel Air? We're going to start with Alexander. Okay, let him get up first. All righty. So we have Alexander Hazen, Bel Air High School, United States Marine NROTC scholarship recipient. Come on up. If you're taking pictures, let's do it real quick. Come on. Well, his parents are getting him some too. Got it? All right. Thank you, Alexander. Okay. Bel Air, can say a Bel Air. We're gonna roll on. Roman. Roman Arredondo, Bel Air High School, United States Marine Corps. Good to go? Thank you. ESTEM, I need you on deck. That's it for Bel Air. No, down there. ESTEM on deck, okay. Gustavo Perez, ESTEM Central, United States Marine Corps. Thank you. John Ramos, ESTEM Central High, United States Marine Corps. Ureli Zapata, ESTEM Central, United States Marine Corps. Thank you, ESTEM Kashmir. Do I have representation? Julio Enriquez, Kashmir High School, United States Marine Corps. Thank you, Kashmir. Do I have representation from Madison High School? Is Madison here? Benjamin Jose Sandoval P.S., Madison High School, United States Marine Corps. Catherine M. Flores, Madison High School, United States Marine Corps. Kenneth Quintanilla, Madison High School, United States Marine Corps. Thank you, Madison. Booker T. Washington on deck. Javier Rosales Vidal, Booker T. Washington, United States Marine Corps. Yeah, stop right there for me. Luis Rosas, Booker T. Washington, United States Marine Corps. Angel De Paz, Valenzuela West. Oh, hold on, Angel. I need Westbury on deck. I'm sorry. All right, Angel De Paz, Venezuela, Westbury High School, United States Marine Corps. Okay. Braylon Wally, Westbury High School, United States Marine Corps. Susan Lopez, Westbury High School, United States Marine Corps. I need Heights High School on deck. Joseph Lozano, Heights High School, United States Marine Corps. Y'all got it? All righty. Thank you, Marines. Thank you so very much. Next on deck is the Navy, United States Navy. I need personnel from who's ranking on the stage for me. The first one we're going to start with is going to be Jeremiah. Jeremiah is a scholarship. We're going to start off Jeremiah on top deck. No, we're ready for Jeremiah. Y'all coming deep today, huh? Let me see, Jeremiah. I gotta say your name and everything. You just going. Jeremiah Norris. What school, Jeremiah? Booker T. Washington. Come on, United States Navy. Scholarship recipient. Come on. Show the money. Show the 200K. Come on. Y'all celebrate with him. Go ahead on.
Good afternoon. My name is Chief Petty Officer Robinson, and I'm the Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps Scholarship Coordinator for Navy Talent Acquisition Group Houston. The NROTC program is here to educate and to train young women and men for service as commissioned naval officers in the United States Navy. Selected applicants for the NROTC program are awarded scholarships through a highly competitive national process and will receive full tuition, books, a monthly stipend, educational fees, and other financial benefits at many of the country's leading schools and colleges and universities. Upon graduation, they will be commissioned as naval officers in the world's greatest navy. This year, NROTC scholarship for Booker T. Washington High School is Mr. Jeremiah Norris. He is very mature and displays strong leadership characteristics. His drive and determination are the attributes that will lead to his success as a naval officer. On behalf of Commander Scheller, Commanding Officer of Navy Talent Acquisition Group Houston, and the Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps, we would like to present Jeremiah Harris with the NROTC Scholarship Certificate and Check. Job well done and congratulations.
Give it up for Jeremiah. Thank you. Congratulations, Jeremiah. Brianna Moreno, Chavez High School, United States Navy. Chavez, I got representation from Chavez on deck. Okay. Jamie Cabrera, Chavez High School, United States Navy. All right, thank you. I need Cashmere on deck. Alfred Breedlove, Cashmere High School, United States Navy. Shalicia Buchanan, Cashmere High School, United States Navy. Thank you, Cashmere. Madison is on deck. Representation from Madison. Is she coming? Oh, somebody coming up? Okay. There you go. Okay, Christian Riviera, Madison High School, United States Navy. Alexa Allums, Madison High School, United States Navy. Malik Chavis, Madison High School, United States Navy. Mikael Chavis, Madison High School, United States Navy. Ricky Polidor, Madison High School, United States Navy. I need Booker T. Washington on deck. Christopher Gomez, Booker T. Washington, United States Navy. Martha Zavala, Booker T. Washington, United States Navy. Nayeli Casiano, Booker T. Washington, United States Navy. That's it? Are we done, Navy? All righty, thank you to the United States Navy representation. They came deep today. And we're going to close out with Texas Army National Guard. Texas Army National Guard. I need, oh, okay, thank you. Catherine Soroto, Army National Guard, Energy Institute High School. Yeah, she's the campus personnel. She's in the middle. Okay. Thank you. Westside High School, I need representation. All righty. Daniel Urena, Westside High School, Texas Army National Guard. East Early. Okay. Hector Moreno, East Early College, Texas Army National Guard. Christopher Moreno, East Early College, Texas Army National Guard. John Gonzalez, Heights High School, Army National Guard, Texas Army National Guard. I need Wisdom High School representation on deck. Jeffrey Rubio, Wisdom High School, Texas Army National Guard. Javier Araniva, Wisdom High School, Texas Army National Guard. And with that, we conclude our 6th annual Career and Military Signing Day. We got one. Thank you so very much to all of the students, to the parents, to the campuses, to the businesses, to the military that came out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please, if you have swag for the students, give it to them. If you need to take pictures before we break down the stage. If you need to go to the back and visit with the booths, please do so. If you need to network. You got about 20 minutes before we have to kick you out. I'm just kidding, but you can help us take down the stuff. Thank you again, and we look forward to next year.